When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
David Cook, you've just become the newest American Idol. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World!
Dreams come true.
Hi guys, so I'm making this video today to talk about the new housing thing for the DCP called D.O.R.M.S. So I'm going to try to make this fast, so here we go. Approximately 10 days before your arrival date, sorry if I'm looking down while I'm doing this, I'm reading off of what I printed off, you will receive an email that has information about dorms. That email is a pre-registration for what rooms and securing like a apartment and roommates. So within dorms, that's where you choose your apartment community, your unit size, the names and numbers of your roommates. I'll explain more about the numbers in a second. And it says that they will do their best to accommodate by what you want, so that's good. But this hasn't changed, but just a reminder, you have to have the same arrival date, same departure date, you have to be the same gender, and you have to be either all under 21 or over 21, and if you are a 21 and over person wanting to live in a under 21 dorm, you have to sign a sheet saying that you will not bring alcohol into the dorm. Because you're already coming with all of your roommate information all set, there's no need to arrive early. People who get there before 7 a.m. will have no advantage over the people who get there later on in the day. And since you're coming already ready, they just hand you your keys and you're on your way. Well, for the move-in part, at least. So on the same note of people who arrive before 7 a.m., you also do not need to be with your roommates to check in anymore, because all of that will be already all together ahead of time. So that's why they strongly recommend you participate in the housing pre-registration. So the first step is obviously logging in. Like I said, approximately 10 days before your check-in date, you will get an email talking about D.O.R.M.S registration. It says, this email contains information about dorms, including participants' roommate number and a unique password. And upon your first login, you are prompted to change your password to individually fit yourself and to make it so it's one that you remember, obviously. And it says that this is not the same username or password as your Disney DCP dashboard, so it'll be all new information. Upon logging in to the D.O.R.M.S website, you will be asked to fill out a participant profile page. That's just basic information: your name, your address, your phone number. If you're choosing to opt out of Disney provided living, you can also indicate if you want ADA housing or married same gender domestic partnership housing, or if you are over 21 and opt into an alcohol prohibited housing. So that's where you'll fill that out. Also, on that page there will be, if you're bringing a vehicle, a little part to put in all of your vehicle information, like what kind of car it is, make, model, year, color, state of the tag information on your car, the state and the number. After that, there's a forms page. The forms that are on it are the community codes forms, which are the rules and regulations of the community, payroll forms, which is obvious, alcohol policy form, which is also kind of obvious, and it also says this form will be required of all participants living in our housing complex who are under the age of 21 upon arrival. Any participants over the age of 21 who indicate the desire to live in an alcohol-prohibited apartment on the participation profile page will be required to complete this form in dorms. So that's for people like me who are choosing to live in the alcohol-prohibited dorms even after they're 21. The roommate preference page. So I'm just going to read exactly what I have highlighted, so sorry that I'm looking down. But it says, here one may indicate that they wish to be randomly assigned to roommates, or they may be able to submit a request to reside with specific individuals. If you are choosing to select roommates, please select one person in your group to log in and register for housing first. This person will need each person's roommate number, which is found in the registration email that you all receive, as well as the complex and unit size preferences. Once the first person logs in and registers for housing, each linked person will receive a confirmation email to log in and either complete their own registration by accepting the roommate match and housing preference, or break the match and reset their housing preferences. So if someone puts you in their housing preferences and you don't want to be there, you can break the request and resubmit. But if someone selects to break the match, they will not be able to link that same person again. So really make sure that you don't want to live with the people that you're selected to live with before you break the match, because if further down the road you decide you want to, you can't. Alright, so now on to housing preferences. I'm also just going to read exactly what I have highlighted. Incoming participants may indicate their preference for apartment complex and or unit size. Please note that these preferences are independent from each other and not for a specific unit size or specific complex. And I'll put a little screen cap of the housing preferences page right here. So the last part of the dorms is you will get an onboarding pass for check-in. So you're going to want to print that off. It says, upon submission, the participant will be presented with an onboarding pass. You should print this onboarding pass and all the forms and bring them with you for check-in. Okay, so if you choose to change your pre-registration preferences, it says, I'm just going to read what I have highlighted. It says, for 72 hours, one may return to dorms and revise any of the information they provided during pre-registration. That includes if you're changing your vehicle, or if you are changing apartment complex and size unit or roommates. Then it also says, shortly before an arrival day, the Disney housing team will lock the system and no additional revisions can be made, because they don't want you revising it. They don't want you to revise it the day before you leave and then get down there and hope that it's there, because it might not be. However, you may still return to dorms to print off the onboarding pass and all of the forms. So you still have until the day you leave that you can still log into dorms and print off all that information, but I would suggest printing it off as soon as you're done filling out all the forms. So that's my video explaining the new pre-registration for apartments. Sorry that I kind of just read right off of the notice that we all got. I don't know, because we didn't get it in an email. I actually have not checked our dashboard. I'm not sure if it was posted on our dashboard or not. So if you haven't seen that, I hope this was informative. I can also put in the description a link to all the information that I got. There's also a lot of other information that I decided not to put into this video, so be sure to check out that link if you want more information and if you haven't seen that yet. I hope this all helped you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Have a magical day. Goodbye.